Hi, this is the Inkadinkado Stamp-A-Majig, and this tool is very helpful in aligning your stamps when you're working with wood stamps, especially because they're not clear and you can't see through them. I have the packaging here because it's important to realize that within the package you get the tool, that's the Stamp-A-Majig, the aligner. You also get an imaging sheet. And a lot of people don't realize that this is in the packaging. They think it's a piece of trash, but it's really actually very important. It's right in the back of the packaging, so when you open it, be sure that you're reaching out this imaging sheet as well as the tool itself. Okay, so let me show you how this works. The imaging sheet will help you align your stamps, and it fits right into the corner of the actual tool itself. So that's how you're going to do most of your aligning. The imaging sheet has a side that has a little bit of texture on it, and it also has a glossy side. You want the glossy side to be down on the paper. It's a little bit of a non-slip surface, so it will stick to your paper, and you want to stamp on the side of the textured side so that your ink sticks. I'm using a pigment ink in the stackable inks, and I have two cute little stamps here that I'm going to use, and I want to align the bird under the tree. And if I were to do that without a little help from my tool over here, it would be a little tricky to line those two up because I can't see through a wood stamp. So let's get started. First thing I want to do is choose a color, and it doesn't really matter what color I choose because I'm simply inking the stamp first, and I'm going to stamp directly onto the imaging sheet itself. So I want to line up the corner of the tool with the imaging sheet, and then I'm going to take my stamp and slide it right into this edge. The tool's actually made so you can use this left-handed or right-handed. It just depends on which side you're stamping. So if you're right-handed or left-handed, you can adjust that so that you can work that way. All right, so I've just made the impression of the tree, and then I want to make an impression of the bird as well, so I can use the same imaging sheet. I'm going to turn this, and I'll use this corner. Doesn't really matter. This is where the image just sits so I can do my lining up. So I get my little bird right there. So now I've got both of them. And let's just say I want to stamp my tree first. And if I wanted to put it in a particular place, anywhere on my sheet of paper, if I had a project that had something that I needed to line up, I would put the imaging sheet over wherever that spot is. So I want to kind of work in the center of this paper, and I can move this piece around to show wherever I want it to go. And I'm just going to choose right here. I take my tool and butt it up right against the edge of the imaging sheet, and then I take the imaging sheet away. I come in with the stamp, line it up in that edge, and I stamp, and that makes my tree go exactly where I want it to go, or whatever image that I have. Now I want to place the bird right under the tree, and I want him to kind of sit right here on top of the little piece that swirls out, or I want to make sure his little tail doesn't touch the tree and it goes right next to it, wherever it is that I want to put it. If I wanted to put the bird on top of the tree, I could do that too. I can kind of fiddle around with this and decide where I want my bird to go. And I think I'll put a bird right on top of the tree. I think that's kind of cute, actually. So I'm going to trade out my color on my stamp. I'm just going to get rid of some of that color that I have right now. And let's say I want to do my bird in blue. So I just ink my stamp and take this is where I want my bird to go. So now I line up my tool with that imaging sheet and take away the imaging sheet, take my stamp, and stamp my bird right where I wanted him to go. Isn't that cool? So now if I wanted to, I could say, all right, I want a few more birds on here, and I want them to be in different colors. And this time I want to put a bird down here at the bottom, because we have to have birds in flocks. So there are many birds that gather around this tree. And this time I'll change my color again. Come in with a different color. This is the greatest thing about this stack of inks. I can really get a lot of colors all in one go here. So now I have my imaging sheet down there. My bird is at the bottom. take my tool, put it where I want it, slide the imaging sheet away, and turn my stamp and put my other little bird in place. So now I have a couple of birds. And I could keep doing that until I have exactly the design that I want. And that's how the Stamp-A-Majig works. It's nice and simple. It's easy to use. When I'm done, I just wash this right off with soap and water and I start all over again. So it's an important piece to save and to keep using. Have fun with the Stamp-A-Majig.